Hey, will you ever be myself? Or will you ever consider being with me? There's something weird in every aspect of my life, and I have to think first how you want to be with me, but you're not at the same time. How I don't know who you are. You want to be anonymous, and it drives me crazy. And I don't know, I wanted to write you a song. And we dated since I was 18 because you appear in my life. You were the black hair guy who was driving all the time, talking with me and talking about these hairstyles or whatever. And at the same time, I was dating a woman in New York, even though it was California, even though it was New York. And we dated for a very long time. I hid in Twitter in MySpace, and as she turned to be a woman, but she was a man. And we talk about making a portrait for interview. And I make the pictures. I never know if they were released or not, or simply she wants to see it. I think it's crazy how I don't control my life and how pictures are taken of me completely without asking for permission, and how at the beginning they take pictures with me with being there, and at the end they take pictures of the distance because when they take pictures of me being there, the pictures are bad and you won't see the paparazzis, but they will take pictures. I have never seen a good picture with a 50 millimeters lens into the face. I will have to go for this interview, Squire or something like that. I have a picture like this. Oh, has a nice image here. I don't know. You maybe are unemployed or not, but I think you can take a course. I don't know if it's a movie or not because I'm losing perspective. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know even where I am. I don't know if I'll work in a newspaper. I don't know anything about my life, and it's neglecting my life. And in the other hand, I have these people who care for me, and they do care for me, and they do say things who are enriching and everything. By the way, continuity has ruined my life and is very special. It was my idea and it was used in a bad way because you cannot control who continuity is for. You simply have password and people use it. Most of the ideas I have for Apple and everything is taken from me. Maybe I should upload a picture on this wonderful or writing saying talking about continuity, and Apple will remove continuity from the machines. I don't know. I think it's time for pay me, and I know it's hard. I don't know who's copying me. It has copied me through different companies, and basically now I'm in Amazon, and they have released a white paper, and cars are changing. Everything is changing, but it's all in my mind, and I see it in my mind. I think about it, I have been working for over since I was 18 in the ecologic car. It was my dream to create a car based on oil. My teacher told me a car based on alcohol. Um, and then I created the technique that makes the car works is that there are different flames at the same time and produce increased temperature. Um, I don't know. I think oil doesn't take this big temperature. It doesn't explode like gasoline, so you can have an explosion from the petrol, and it's less dangerous. And I don't know if you're burning auto gas or anything. Um, my balls have changed, obviously, because I realizing who I'm dating, and I sound British anyway, with a Canadian accent. People say I'm from London, and I have a very clear accent from people who change words. I don't know if it's true or not. I think it has to do with living in Canada and Canadians being imbibed by Londoners with not very good economical thing. I don't know. I complained long time ago. I complained afterwards, and I complain. I keep complaining to police, and they never do anything. I don't know. It has to do with his irresponsibility. But last time, it did change something, and things are gonna change, and the change is starting to melt. Uh, Lawyers are from the right. I think it's fair to to establish freedom in lawyership, not always contract and teach people how it's good being from the left, right? I have a newspaper where it's completely Republican and it's from the left and has nothing to do with Trump and nothing to do with. And you told me that there is a politician in England that I do like, but at the end of the day, he is hypocritical and he won't make any changes in politics because what's the point of making changes? The point is making a huge thing for having over and over the change of the life and nothing changed. And I don't know if Brexit is gonna change anything. Obviously, have done. Neil British economy has gone down, and I have to say the truth is I don't know if I'm a king. I don't know if I'm a journalist, a movie director. I asked to the Queen of England to become a king of Spain of England or whatever, and she told me that I look like Williams, and I want like obviously he's saying I'm between the two of them. Um, I didn't know anything about my life anyway. I needed feet here. All the people were telling me that I was a queen, a king, or whatever. They have lots of money and blah blah blah, but I didn't have any money, and it was annoying. I don't know if I will be a king. I will be a good king anyway, because I believe in people. That's the thing kings don't believe in. And I don't know what to say or what not to say. You have recorded a marvelous album in a place without windows, and you have to put out the metallic blinds to make good noise. Probably if you put it up towards the end, it makes a different noise than putting them down. Or maybe we have to get rid of them. We have to see how it works. Um, I don't know. You are a bit, let's say, a bit mature and a bit immature, and you have grown with me, and you are older than something, and it's hard to grow when you're famous, supposedly. But I'm famous anyway. People see my blog and they walk to my street and they tell me, Pablo, I watch your blog. They never say so, but they say me. They start talking about my blog and they start telling me things. And since since I started appearing in the newspaper, everything has started to become talkative. And I don't know, things change. At the beginning, there were lots of people, and then not so many. But the more I grow, the more amazing people I meet. But they never say me nothing. They always say me, nice work. They never say me, okay, I want to talk to you about something, or I want to speak you about something else. I don't know if it has to do with the ONG. I don't know anything. And the truth is that um, I think it's time for money, and money hasn't come yet. All the people who are around me now say that money will come, you will be rich, blah blah blah. Don't worry, you will be rich. But I don't have a penny. In fact, I have 120 euros in my backpack, in my €1 something. I discovered that what's the point of using lip balm? You can use honey. I spent €3 in a lip balm that ends to be really good, supposedly. Um, and my voice changed with the clothes I wear. Everything is different from when I have beer, when I don't have beer. Uh, I'm used to talk with this beer and have very good voice. When it grows a little bit more, now I have to shave. And when I shave immediately, my voice changes a lot. And I have a very um, not masculine voice. And um, in Spanish, my voice is horrible because it's foreigner. Yeah, I have never learned Spanish properly. In fact, I talk better English that because it's not my tongue language, and because people say that when you're adopted, you never fit in. I think it has to do with your accent. You always have your accent when you are a baby, and you are take care by other people, and they talk you, and you learn that language. And when you speak the new language, you don't speak right. My brother, in the other hand, he's from my father, and he has integrated really well. And apparently, I'm British anyway, and I'm family with the Queen of England, which is crazy because I don't know if I'm family with the Queen of England, the Spanish King. Things are crazy, and people say I complained a long time ago, and that I complained for taking care of corruption, and nothing changed. In fact, mm, and there is a woman in the monarchy who didn't go to jail, and he's out of jail and he didn't pay anything. He only paid money, and in fact, he paid less money than he thief. So I don't know. Mm, but I don't know. I wanted to steal something, and I went to the jail, and I had money. I wanted to steal something because I didn't want to spend my money, and because I was poor. I go to the cinema, I see it. I see some with the metallic thing for not having alarm, and some without it, and all of them had the alarm, but I didn't know it. And I start running. Well, I go to the place, go out, and I start running, and a woman chased me, and I was able to run really fast. And she told me, I'm gonna get you, blah blah blah." And I panic, and I stopped running, and she took me. And the police came, and they asked me for the clock. I it was a fake clock because it was an imitation of a Rolex, but every clock is imitation of some famous clock. Um, because it's very hard to create something new, and it's made of plastic. And they told me it was made of plastic and blah blah blah. And I did pay the clock, and and I didn't have to go to jail or anything. But it was so annoying. And in the other hand, she still lots of money from people, and she didn't have to do anything. She only had to pay, and she paid less money. I paid the same amount of money that the clock cost. And I don't know. And what I have to say, um, what else? Mm, I'll have to hear the boys saying that you care for me. And I know it's hard sharing me, but none of the people are giving me attention. And I'm self-attended, and I keep finding people. In fact, I find old people, old dates, except for the new boyfriends at Norway. They're actually Norways because they talk properly in Norway. I don't know if I'm gonna date five people, six people, and we all have a huge house from the government. But I think I don't know if it's gonna be Portugal, Italy, Spain, Canary Islands, um, England. Um, I don't know. I wanna have a boyfriend, and my last boyfriends are twins, and I fall in love with them because I wanted to have my real boys who are older, and they were twins, and they were my kids. I lose them. I never meet them. I meet them when they were babies. I didn't recognize they were from me, and afterwards, when they grew up, I meet them, and I'm like, "Come on, you're from me, and I look like you, but you're not from the mom because she got pregnant, and the other one not, and she wasn't from my family." So I have two babies, and I do the same procedure, which is You jerk in a cup. You put it and in the freezer, and the freezer, no, in the cooler, and you put a needle or whatever, and you put it in, and you get pregnant.